welcome. Oh, it's still going. Hold on. Woo! Welcome, everybody. Nice to see you all. Looks like I'm getting... There's an audio issue somewhere. Hang on. Getting like, yeah, I see there's a welcome. But I know I'm seeing there's an audio issue. I don't know where. Ooh. All right, I probably shouldn't start jiggling too many wires here. Just checking this. I think there's something. Oh, okay, maybe that was. Yeah, something's going on. Anyway, maybe you're hearing it, maybe you're not. Welcome back, everyone. It's nice to see everybody. Roseanne is not going to be here today. She texted me earlier and said I can't make it, so I said thanks for letting me know. Now I'm letting you guys know. Okay, Cornelia says everything sounds good on your end, but I appreciate that. Let's say hello. And you know what? I left my heat. It was a little chilly in my studio this morning, or this afternoon, and so I turned a little heater on, and then I rushed back in here. And can you guys hear that in the background? I decided to just incorporate it as an environmental sound into the background. There's like a little space heater over there. Let me, I'm going to go turn it off. Hang on a second. Listen to this while I'm doing that. Kind of like the background music. Hang on. I am back. Okay. Sue says, greetings, my friends. All right, let's go back. I'm going to scroll back up. So, Bill, here, nice and early, as always, as usual. Welcome. Urban Dervish is here. Jesse, nice to see you. Richard, one of my flute and percussion buddies. Sienna, Rebecca, number 23, welcome. Cornelius, nice to see you. I hope the NAMM show was good. I saw some of your Instagram pictures. Sue is here. Welcome. Neil and Champy, back from Australia. Are you Australia? I can't remember. And did I say Orpheus yet? I don't know, but I am now. Orpheus, not Orpheus. Orpheus, Creative Company. And who else? Anybody else? Did I miss? I think that's it. Yeah, welcome everybody. It's nice to see y'all. I decided, I'm just gonna leave this going in the background. Do you like the Monolini? I like that. It's so, you know, these instruments, you guys, are so simple. So easy to play. Even I can do it. Yes, we are. Sue said we're all hosting tonight. Roseanne's not here. Exactly. You guys know what to do. We're in good hands. Yeah. So I decided after, and this is not political. I'm just saying a lot of news this week, and I feel like I need to chill out, chill out for a minute, which is probably what we've all been saying to each other online. Hey, you guys, I'll be the first to admit I'm a troublemaker. All right, I will joke. A lot of what I write is tongue-in-cheek, you know, or just being sarcastic. Because who doesn't need more sarcasm online? Yeah. So it's all good, you guys. But I feel like we just need a little bit of chill out, a little chillaxation. You know what I mean? We all need to take a chillaxative. Cornelia says Mini K is going to be moderating. Yeah, maybe. You know, what's interesting about Mini K is that if I go Mini K, which means if I press one of these buttons on my video switcher, I can show you, actually. Look right over here. Oh, they're just out of the frame. Too bad. Oh well, I can't show you. But they're up. They're up here. The video switcher is right up there. I thought they were in the picture. So the video switcher has this thing, right, which is the picture-in-picture to double Kalani, right? And of course I don't usually use that with this shot because that's where the picture-in-picture is coming from this shot. So I usually use it on one of the other angles, obviously. But if I use, it comes with like these automatic, pre-programmed, little picture-in-picture things, and there's one in each corner. So it'll put one like up here, and then there's one up here, and then you can put one down here, or one down here, right? And they're tiny, and I guess that's how they start out. But anyway, if I press one of those, I can't go back. Like it won't let me resize it to this size, because this size is something that I programmed, right? It's like a custom, I guess it's that way. But if I press the mini K, if I press the mini K button, he stays for the rest of the show. So maybe we'll do that towards the end. If there's a good reason to do that, which there may not be. And I'm concerned about the audio. So are you guys, let me ask you this, are any of you listening in a stereo kind of situation where you could let me know? Because what I'm seeing on my monitor is that one channel is completely gone, and it looks like there's just a hum. So that's what I'm wondering. Let me check one thing over here. Let me check my direct box over here. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I have a feeling it might be this. See, I want to troubleshoot right now. Yeah, okay. Something's going on. I can see it when I hope it's not my video switcher taking a vacation. Anyway, if you guys say it sounds okay. Okay, Cornelius has got the headphones going. I'm seeing one channel. I'm seeing like one side, so I'm a little nervous. But you know what? Maybe. Okay, Richard said it's hitting left and right. So okay, maybe it's just there. Hold on. Oh, now it's balanced. Now I see both. Because not to get into too much detail, but I only get one bar like in the computer. I guess I don't get a stereo signal, but on my monitor I see stereo monitoring. Anyway, blah blah blah. It's not important. I just want to make sure the sound is good for you guys. Because I did record a video yesterday, and I don't know if you guys have had a Cornelius. I don't know if you guys had time to watch it, but I used these instruments yesterday, and I just recorded like a similar, not the same, but kind of a similar musical piece. It's just music. It's not a lesson or anything. I'm just playing. And oh, okay, you're saying that really bumped up the volume. Let me back it down a tad. Yeah, this is about as loud as it gets. I think something was going on. I think maybe, I don't know if I have YouTube set for stereo or whatever, but I was definitely seeing one channel, and now there's two, right? So that makes sense, but I don't know what happened. I was sort of jiggling some wires over here. I think it might be time to replace a cable, because when that stuff starts happening, it's like just get a new cable, right? Don't try to. You're not gonna troubleshoot a short in a cable if it is that. I'll check it out. Anyway, thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it. What I was saying a second ago is I recorded a video yesterday, and I used a lot of these same instruments, right? The Monolini, which is this thing, the handpan, the Koshi chimes, and then I used the flute. I didn't use the tinkatong. Today I used the little wooden tongue drum, the tinkatong, the little one, and then I used a D minor flute. But when I listened to it, and you guys can check this out, just notice this. At the very beginning, when I'm playing the Koshi chimes, I'm hearing a lot of like buzz, right? Like that 60 cycle hum or whatever it is. And then it kind of gets buried. So I'm just wondering if there was an issue. But anyway, I think we're good for right now. The sound is, the sound's good? All right, everybody says it sounds okay. Yeah, I actually do so my looper is set up for stereo, and if you guys are listening right now, you should be, let me turn one side down, you'll see. Okay, now this sound should be it's not hard pan, but it should be mostly to one side. I'm hearing it on the right side. I don't know what side it's coming out on. And then if I do this, that's on the other side. And then my talking mic is right in the middle, so. But I hear the Monolini right now kind of on the left. So. Therefore, so then this becomes like a kind of a stereo effect, which is what I was going for. You see, I'm like trying to make it really nice for everybody. I'm trying to do stereo panning. That's in the looper. Obviously, when I'm talking, it's just I'm talking into the mics and I'm not recording anything. Cornelia says the stream sounds like it's in mono. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to check the settings then, because I thought I had stereo, but maybe I don't. But I could do that now that I've got 1 gig of, or whatever, it's megabits, right, on the internet, the Wi-Fi, or what am I saying? The not Wi-Fi, but the internet speed. You know, upload, download. I'm supposed to have like a 1,000. It's megabits per second, right? Is the speed? It's not megabytes. It's not doing like a gig per second. That's not happening. Okay, so the stream sounds like it's mono. All right, that's okay. Anyway, maybe the stream is coming from Mono Lake. Only people familiar with Northern Californian topography would get that joke. Look up Mono Lake if you haven't. It's a great place to visit if you come out here. It's awesome. I floated in Mono Lake in the summer because it's like super salty. It's like it's a saltwater lake, and it's one of those. Thank you, megabits. It's one of those lakes that's like the Salton Sea or whatever. It's got a lot of salinity. So when you get in it, you just float like you're floating. You float higher than normal. You can just relax and float in the lake. It's kind of fun. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, let's keep things moving. It's already we're already past the halfway point, but I do want to give a shout out to the We Play Well Together folks, because they are a friend of the channel, of my Patreon. They're a sponsor of my Patreon, so I really appreciate everything they do, and I do like to give them some props. So let me just share with you. This is the space drum, and that's what they call their hand pan. This is a 9-note? Yeah, or 8-note. This is an 8-note, and this is actually the color of the metal as it comes out. It's really beautiful. This particular drum is super resonant, and it is the Evolution series. Yeah, I always forget. They have the Nitro series, which is a black one, and I have one of theirs also in D minor. That's a 9-note. This is 8-note. Both of my hand pans are D minor, but this one is designed to be super resonant and has more of a washy sound. So it's nice for what I just used it for, right? It's really nice for that application. I mean, you can use either pan for whatever, but this one is more sustained. It's got more of a wash, more harmonics and stuff. The other one, which I will use at some point, not today, is more kind of percussive and a little bit shorter notes, a little more compact, delivery of the note, if you will. So, yeah, so that's that. And then of course, the Monolini, which you can see a little of here. It's not like in the shot completely. I didn't actually want to block the hand pan, but right here you can see it. And this is a little monochord. Believe it or not, this is actually a small one. But this has a so it's got like a 5 and then a 1, and then an octave. And I retuned them all. I tuned these to D's and A's because I usually, I'll usually play like in a D minor. Oh, you know what I did? I might have tuned it to A. Yeah, instead of A and E, I think I tuned it to A and D. I don't even know right now. I forgot. Yeah, that's a D. So D, A, D. Yeah, anyway. That's the Monolini. And then for those of you who don't know, this is the Koshi chime. And that's a nice little bamboo chime. It's got what they call tines. I don't know how well you can see down there. Probably it's not going to be in focus if I hold it up, but you can sort of see inside there. See, there's like a little ball, and it hits these little metal rods. So that's what's going on inside here. But it's really nice. The only yeah, nice sound. My only gripe, and I'm allowed 1 gripe per hour. It should be 1 per day, but I'm just gonna say I'm allowed 1 per hour. Is that they only make these in 432 tuning right now, so it's not quite in tune. Like it's not. It's hard to tell because they're so close. But this is slightly flat to the other instruments. So that's all. And then I have another instrument which actually I use shaker in the recording, and this is the one I made, you guys. This is my homemade Yakult probiotic yogurt drink from Japan containers that I glued together, filled with a little rice. I have a whole video. It's kind of entertaining. I don't know if you guys have seen that video. But, oh, and we're back down to 1 channel. All right. Did the volume drop again? Because I am seeing like the 1 channel. I think it's this chord. All right. Well, I'm just going to keep jiggling this pile of, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, so I have a whole video. I have a whole video on how to make this shaker. There was a guy from Brazil. I met the original guy, like the original dude that was bringing these kind of shakers back from Brazil. And this was like in the mid-90s, I want to say. And I met this dude, and I'm like, oh, those are cool shakers. I bought a few of them, which I still have. I have this massive one. It's like this big. But then everybody started copying him. I actually have an LP version of it. Everybody just copied him, and they just made him out of a mold, like their own mold. They didn't make it out of Yakult yogurt probiotic from Japan drink containers, I'm sure. But I guess the guy made a good shaker, right? He came up with that, like just a DIY shaker. It was pretty awesome. Anyway, you can make your own if you like that. If you like those kind of that sound, which I do. It's kind of a nice, different kind of shaker. All right, let's do this, you guys. Hopefully this works.
Yes, the sound.
Okay. I'm gonna give you guys now. Here's something. Well, let me just play it. I'm not even gonna tell you. Here, this is it. But I want the name. Cornelius. You can't just say the ringy thing. Does anybody know the name of this particular, instrument, like the category or it's like a brand name, So I'll give you guys extra points. Cornelius is like, Bell. Okay, well, you're not going to get full points for that. But yeah, of course, I already played it in the video. I played it in the opening. You guys already saw me play it, so obviously you all should be able to remember back. Except like Yvonne just got here, so she doesn't know. Welcome. Yeah, it's not a cowbell though. It's not. Oh, hello, Lacey. It's not Tibetan monk bell. No, good guess. It does have a name. These are. I've talked about these before. Oh, Richard, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad you like the opening music. Thank you. I did too, actually. I was like, this sounds pretty good. And I'm only saying that because if you're, when you're making your own music and you're like, oh, this sounds pretty good, then it must sound pretty good because we're usually pretty hard on ourselves, right? So I appreciate that. It's not agogo. It's not a bicycle bell. And Marlene says, I like the design in your shirt. I'll tell you about the shirt in a second, as soon as we're done with the guess the sound. This shirt was a gift, actually, from another percussionist. Yeah, it's a cool design. Yeah, I'll tell you about it. Anybody? No? Any other guesses? What type of bell is this? It is I'm just gonna show you. I'm not even gonna tell you the name yet, but like this is the bell, right? Right? This little guy. It's like I can't get too close because it goes out of focus, but that's what it looks like. Right? And it happens to be almost this note. Pretty close. Right? I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I was using it, with the handpan. Nope. Anybody? So these bells, I have a few of these bells, and aren't they nice? They're very nice sounding, and they're yeah. It looks like a sheep. Did you mean sheep? Yeah, sheep bell. Liturgical bell. Well, I don't know. I don't think so. Although I don't know everything about the way these are used, but this bell is a very affordable bell. You guys can get these, and they come in all sizes from like little. I've got ones that are like as big as a thimble, super tiny, to pretty big, like big, And they're called Noah bells, and I think it's N-O-A. It might have an H. I'm not sure, but if you look up Noah bells, you'll find them. And you can buy these a lot of places, and they're just super resonant. Very, they're just literally you can see it's like pretty rustic, right? It's a very rustic bell. And they just hammer these things out. They're not fancy, but I really like them. No, okay. Now, see, I'm not the only one that is making puns up in here, because is it 20? You want to just go by 23? You said it's a Fordabell. See? That's what I'm talking about, you guys. I'll give you a thumbs up right now. All right. So, Sue said it could be a dinner bell. I mean, if you want to use it as one. I'll come running. You could hit anything. I'll be like, what's for dinner? All right, so those are called Noah bells, and the thing is, you guys, if you do want to get some, I don't know if there's anybody who sells them pre-selected for pitches. Like what I found a couple that were like pretty close to A440 notes. That one happens to be a C. And how do we know that? Okay, 23. All right. So we could do a stand-up sometime, and we would just call it 23 and me. All right. Sorry. The brain just comes up with these bad jokes, so I can't. I'm not going to even apologize. It's not my fault. Right, let me show you the pan. So this is the D, right? Because this is a D minor hand pan. And then this note is just one down. That's how we know it's a C. Right? So even if you don't know for sure what the note is, you can figure it out. Be like, oh, that must be a C because it matches this note, which is one note down. Or use a tuner, which is what I do most of the time. So if you guys want to go shopping for Noah bells, and like I said, you can find these a lot of places. Usually like those metaphysical bookstores have them. Any of the yoga stuff, the yoga type stores. I don't know why it's yoga type stores. It used to be like, we used to call it the metaphysical bookstore back in the day. Or whatever, place that has a lot of candles. They probably have them. Wind chimes. Tarot cards. Does anybody do tarot cards anymore? I don't know. I feel like tarot cards have fallen out of favor. So what I would recommend, and I apologize for it's the ADHD. I sidetrack myself. Is you get your tuner. You can use your phone. You get a tuner app. And when you're going to look at instruments, if you find a store like that, you just get out your tuner and you just go through them and you play each one. You look at your tuner and you could find ones that are, right on a note, A440. All right, you could do that. You don't have to do that. You can just get Noah bells, that sound good to you. Of course, if you get one, then it's not even an issue. Just play it by itself. But you could also, and I've done this, you just find a couple that like you like the way they sound together, right? And that's fine too. Do whatever you want. That's a couple options. But I recommend that when you buy instruments like that, if you can, just find a couple that are on a note, right? Because then you can do what I did just now, and you could play them along with other instruments. And that's why I want to talk really quick about the 432, and look, you guys, everything I talk about here is my opinion, all right? To each his own. If you're thinking about instruments, getting instruments, whether it's a flute or a handpan or crystal bowls, everybody likes the crystal bowls now, or whatever, any fixed tuning instrument. Also, I want to be clear that I'm talking mainly about instruments you can't tune, right? Obviously, like the Monolini, you have to tune it. It's tuned like a piano or like a harpsichord or something. Not harpsichord. What do you call it? The thing you strum? Auto harp. It has pegs and you can tune it. So that's fine. You just get it, you tune it. But when you have an instrument that you can't tune, really, it's fixed tuning. And a lot of the flutes are sold that way too. And you can tune the flute a little. By moving one of the parts on it, you can kind of tune it. And Bill jumps in with, you can't tune a fish. Then why are there tuna? Do the tuna tune the other fish? No, I don't know. I do not recommend that you get a 432. Everybody's heard about 432. And I don't want to come across as elitist, although I might be. But if I am, then I don't know I am, kind of by definition, I guess. So, sorry. But no, I'm talking to you as a professional right now, as a professional musician. And the reason I don't recommend 432, it's not because of whatever has to do with the story about 432, right? If you believe the story, which is that it's like tuned to the resonant frequency of the earth or whatever, that's fine. That's up to you. That's beside the point right now. I'm not going to debate that. I don't even have to debate that. You can believe it, you can not believe it. I don't care. Nobody cares. All right? Some people might care. I don't care. What I do care about is if you're going to spend money on an instrument, then I think it's a good idea to buy instruments that you can play with most other instruments. That's the reason to buy a 440, because pretty much everything, is tuned to A440. I have a set of vibes in my living room, 440. You go somewhere and there's a piano, it's going to be tuned to 440 if it's tuned. A lot of things. Most instruments, right? That's the professional standard. So that's why, you know, we should be buying A440 instruments so that we can play together. Now, if you're just planning on playing by yourself, you're going to do solo gigs, you want to just do your own, you know, music for yourself, or you're going to do your own like sound healing thing, then do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You could do 431. You could do 427. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because tuning is just relative, right? That's all it is. There's no, you know, there's no magic vibrations out there. Everything is like vibrating to different frequencies. That music, if you're making music, you're playing all these different frequencies anyway. What difference does it make what note it was tuned to as far as the A? You're playing a bunch of notes. So it really doesn't matter. I mean, I guess if you were only playing A and it was in fact tuned to the resonant frequency of the earth, but I don't even know how you measure that. But let's just go with it and say that it was. Then I guess it might matter. But the fact is, when we play music, we play across a huge range of frequencies. So we're kind of always playing like all the frequencies, you know, whether you're in 432 or 440, you're always playing, right? That's just my take. Anyway, you guys might have your own take on that. But I'll get off the soapbox right now. I'll get off the cajon box. But anyway, I don't want you guys to waste money. That's why I brought that up. All right. Yeah, we got to do Gimme 5. Can you believe I've been yapping so long that we're already there? I'm going to go all the way to Gimme 5. I guess I used up my music mindfulness talking about A432. All right. Thanks, you guys, for, yeah. And thanks for taking the lead, Cornelius, and talking about Gimme 5. And Richard is saying, check out some 19-tone music. See, now, I'm cool with that. I like the 12-tone music. What is 19-tone, though? Is that just like 2 heptatonic scales? Is that sort of like the chromatic, you know, like the quarter tone version of heptatonic? I don't know. I'm assuming it is. But I did have some instruments that were tuned to a, is it septatonic? 7-note scale, but all the 7 notes were equally distributed, and so instead of, or no, 8, was it 8? So I don't know now. I had a balafone, I think it was like that. So, all right. If I have time, pick, oh, it's Sue too. Okay, oh, Urban Dervish already had the thing in there. Cool. Anyone else? So far, I just see Urban Dervish. Okay, so Sue has made the call. Sorry, Cornelius, I think you're in too late. Let's go with Urban Dervish because I think I'm just gonna say they because do you have a preferred pronoun? I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing. It's illegal now okay, no, we're not doing politics. Sorry. Oh, I told you I would talk about the shirt. And maybe we'll go a little long today. This shirt was given to me by a dude in Thailand. And he designed this, and he goes by Amper, A-M-P-E-R. He's a percussionist, and he gave me this shirt, and it's pretty cool. It's got this cool conga shape, and it's got all these like cool designs on the inside. So that was a gift when I was in Thailand. So shout out to Amper, nice dude. He like hooked me up when I was in Thailand. All right, Noah Bell. Oh, bongo, cajon, hand drum, flute, 6/8 time. Let me grab hand drum or hand pan. Are we doing hand pan or hand drum? Because I have, let me see. Oh, you said hung drum, so you mean the hand pan, right? Let me grab the bongos. Hold on. Listen to this. Listen to. Let me grab the bongos real quick. You guys are you gonna? I'm gonna put them over here because they're loud. You guys know I made the studio smaller, so. So, all right, let's erase everything. I'm gonna put something together real quick, and then we're gonna go out on this. So let's see what we can do, gang. I gotta put in some 6/8 time. Hang on a second. How do I do this? I forget. I know there's a way to, oh, okay. Just a second. I'm changing the settings in the metronome thing. All right. Okay, I think we're there. All right, I'm glad you guys worked out the give me 5 thing. All right, we don't have a lot of time left. We'll go a little late. thanks everybody for pitching in. I'll tell Roseanne that you guys did a great job. Appreciate that. Welcome, 23. And welcome, Neil. Oh, thanks, Neil. I appreciate that. Yeah, this turned out great, too. I'm going to congratulate myself today on some awesome music. You guys know, those of you who have been here for a while know it's sometimes it's like a little sketchy. And finally, oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, wait, hold on. Hey. Woo. That's what we call mini K. All right, you guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. See me at patreon.com. See you next time.